Hi, Tantric travelers, and welcome to Capricorn birthday party. New moon in Capricorn reading. I'm super excited to be bouncing off the New Year energy and the new moon in Capricorn energy of January the 2nd, 2022, to bring to you some inspiration for your new year and also to begin a new series that I want to initiate here on Tantric Traveler this solar year, which will be every new moon reading will be a birthday party for the sign, the house of that moon. And it's particularly fun and cool for me because Capricorn being the first solar house of our year in January, just end of December and into January. Capricorn is my sun sign, and I also have Mercury in Capricorn. So Mercury being the planet of communication and movement and forward movement, usually, unless Mercury's retrograde, of course. But Capricorn is key this year, and I want to say happy birthday to all of my beautiful, incredible, persistent, resilient, hardworking, hard partying, Saturnine, hilarious, gorgeous, amazingly tasteful, natural, sovereign Capricorn tantric travelers, and happy birthday to you. You deserve it for the beautiful, creative portal that you are here on planet Earth. And I'm so appreciative of the energy of all my Capricorn friends. Thank you so much for the work that you do. You artists, you writers, you bosses, you managers, you healers, you teachers, you seekers of the knowledge of the healing of karmic patterns, because Capricorn is ruled by the planet Saturn, and Capricorn is also associated with certain gods, and one of them is Janus, the two-faced god of the doorway. So Janus also related to the month of January, where we closed the door from last year, from 2021, and we open the door wide for the next year, 2022. So yeah, this is a portal time, and yeah, I have so much to tell you about celebrating you, Capricorns. And if any of you tantric travelers are not Capricorns, I encourage you to watch this video all the same, because most of us have placements in the house of Capricorn, and if we do not, then all of us are experiencing some important planetary transits in Capricorn right now, and we will again in the future. Also, you probably have a friend, companion, boss, teacher, student who is a Capricorn, so why not learn about them? Because it adds up to a lot more than just a sun sign. Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, is the 10th house of the Western zodiac. And as I mentioned before, it is a very karmically active house. And many people who choose to make their entrance into this lifetime as a Capricorn, i.e. they're born in the sun and moon cycle time of Capricorn, and also the beginning of Aquarius and into Aquarius, because Aquarius was traditionally ruled by the planet Saturn as well until Uranus was discovered. So yeah, there's kind of an overlap there. And in famous people, my all-time favorite person who was almost a Capricorn, born one day after me on January the 19th, and she's just absolutely amazing. She really carries that Saturnine energy, and her name is Janis Joplin, and she really expressed, with her song Ball and Chain, an understanding of what it means to look karma straight in the face and look at your own patterns and to try and shed them in your relationships and in your life, And, even if it appears like she might not have been successful in some of those places, for instance, she was very afflicted with addiction and attachment to ways to escape sometimes the very painful lessons of life. And we all have to look at that and really recognize those same kind of attachments in ourselves, and honestly give Janice, beautiful Janis Joplin, her props, because she really busted down karmic doorways as far as being a divine feminine, and as far as using her voice to, kick the door closed from all the patriarchal bullshit that people were putting up with in the 20th century, the first 6-7 decades of the 20th century, and to really be a voice for women and be a voice for a balanced masculine and feminine persona. And she put up with a lot of bullshit, and she's one of my guides, and I love her so much. Also, her name is Janus, so it relates to the god Janus, which was spelled with US, but it's kind of cool. And she was born on January the 19th, and I was born on January the 18th. So she just came in the year that she was born, the position of the sun. Like she could have, her mom could have been in labor in the sign of Capricorn, and then she was born as an Aquarius. So she kind of really embodies that energy of the Capricorn Aquarian, connection, and how shedding karmic ties and karmic chains can actually free us to move into the Aquarian energy that was discovered and really understood, and is still being understood more and more since Uranus was discovered as a planet in our solar system. That was a lot that I was channeling, because there's a lot I want to say. And I do have my cards here, and I might do a little quick pick a card reading at the end for all of us. But let's keep talking about Capricorn a little bit now, because we have Venus retrograde in Capricorn. And Venus retrograde in Capricorn, if you understand Capricorn as being, looking karmic cycles in the face as they manifest here on Earth. So if Venus is retrograde in Capricorn, Venus, the planet of partnerships, beauty, financial abundance in general, also the planet of transformation, the planet of love, as we all know, also the planet of war, as some of us didn't know, Venus, Quetzalcoatl, Sekhmet is a warrior energy that came into our solar system originally as a comet, which is not very well known, but I'm going to share that with you today. It is documented on this planet in ancient civilizations that it had an effect on the Earth as a comet in our solar system, probably a moon of Neptune, around 3,500 to 4,000 BC, and it changed the polarity of the planet, and actually the cooling and mediating effect of Earth with our watery body, our beautiful Tierra Madre Marina Amor, the mediating effect of her temperature and her liquid kind of essence actually calmed and placated this warrior energy of this comet, this fiery comet, and allowed it to take its form as a planet, as an orb. So if you see depictions of Venus as a dragon or Quetzalcoatl, then that's that aspect of Venus, the same as depictions and understanding of Venus as the lion-headed goddess Sekhmet. However, if you encounter Venus as, this beautiful aquiline goddess rising from the sea foam, then this could even be talking about the new, more balanced energy that came to our planet and changed the whole polarity of our planet at that time, from a very ecologically and societally upset and imbalanced place. And this is documented in Egypt and in Mexico. It changed that planet in a massive, very dramatic, transformative process where I'm sure there were chunks of this comet literally falling in the ocean and creating probably tsunamis and creating foam, you know? And the energy that arose from it, though, having been a moon of Neptune, was this incredibly, new vision that we were able to take from this karmic experience here on Earth, and we were able to transform our perspective and our vision from it, and to look at the world and the planet with a more balanced view, with a more balanced perspective that was, a combination of the fiery masculine energy and the watery, wavy, liquid energy of the feminine. So yes, Venus is in Capricorn now, which means that we are meant to be remembering the source of the loving vibration of the fifth dimension and how it was created. We are meant to be remembering that cosmically as well as in our own lives, in our own karmic cycles. And this can arise with people, that we've had karmic battles with, people that we've had battles about what the nature of love and connection is. It can also be with people that we have encountered in a loving way, coming back into our lives, or some relationship reminding us of the things that we've already learned and the karmic battles we've already fought. It could be somebody else altogether, but as a partner, they will come into our life during a retrograde in Venus, and especially in Capricorn, to really show us, what we came here to accomplish as souls. That's what karma is. Karma is seeing the results of the cause and effect of our actions. And it's cause and effect. It's the law of cause and effect. And here on Earth, because of the limits of the third dimensional experience, in order to escape the chains or limits of the third dimensional experience, we're called to pull in all frequencies of our capacity as souls in a human form, and to use the remembrance of past lives, whether it's conscious or intuitive, whether it's through art, whether it's through tarot and divination, whether it's through being in nature and, with the use of plant medicines. We're called to do this in this lifetime. And as Capricorns, you beautiful incarnations of divine eternal souls in human form here on Earth, you're really special because your symbol is the mountain goat with a fishtail. And if you're a Capricorn, you probably love the water, and that can include the ocean. And you probably love either swimming or being close to the water, but you probably also really love the mountains. And you might even also love the deserts of Earth, because Capricorns are renowned for their passionate connection with Earth, and with their ability to move through all frequencies from the very lowest. We're talking sea level and under. I mean, if you think about it, what's under the sea is the underworld. And the underworld is the subconscious, the unconscious, the hidden, the ancestral, the ancient. And Capricorns are able to be familiarized with those energies and survive. In fact, Capricorns will tend to seek them out through karmic experiences or experiences, learning cycles, which many other sun signs or, people that are lacking in Capricorn presence in their chart might have a difficult time accomplishing, coming out alive. So Capricorns like to experience even the very, very low and subterranean vibrations. Capricorns could also be into caving, and fascinated with what is found in archaeology and caves, fascinated what is found in, you know, the libraries, and with documents of civilizations which are said to no longer exist. So Capricorns can have a lot of soul memories from the Atlantean civilization and can be still strongly connected with that. So if you're interested in Atlantia or Atlantis, feel that you have a connection, or you're a Capricorn and you think you might, I suggest that you allow yourself to open to be channeling through being in the water. And that can even just be, you know, soaking in a bath, or it could be putting your feet in a stream or a river, or it can be playing in the snow if you're, you know, a January baby. And I know you love being in water of all different varieties, from, you know, from the frozen to the liquid to the hot tub to the steam room. That's another Capricorn birthday party idea. And trust me, I've done it all. So yeah, we like to do that. And then we also love, you know, the mountains, the pines, the minerals, the unexplored heights, the places where very few beings even dare to go. And Capricorns are usually really good climbers, literally. Love to be out in nature, have very resilient skeletal structures. However, all of those things, and Capricorns, you know, when I was referring to our interest in the vibrations and frequencies of all dimensions from the lowest to the highest, in accordance with that, Capricorns will also have soul memories or spiritual memories, or can connect pretty easily with their star heritage. So Capricorns may be aware by probably their first Saturn return, and with each one progressing more and more, that, you know, they've lived other lifetimes, or are still living other lifetimes, with parallel soul threads in different star systems, you know, especially places like Arcturus. So very, very, you know, high frequency places. Places like Sirius, places like Lyra. So these star systems, and also, you know, other planetary influences, including Saturn, because nobody really knows, you know, what's living in Saturn. Saturn's very protected, very protective of its energy. You know, Saturn is the grandfather energy, and no one passes through those rings without permission. So yes, okay, I'm really getting into this now. And I'm happy to tell you that I'm actually offering you this happy birthday party up here in the mountains of, you know, the place that I live. And I just came from a couple months down on the beach and swimming in the ocean every day. And then all of a sudden, Capricorn season rolls around, and right away, boom, you know, up into another frequency. But I always feel the ocean, and I always long for the ocean. And that is the magic of, you know, this mountain goat, which some people say was originally actually one-horned, a unicorn, with the mermaid's tail. So there's a lot of mythical energy that flows through the resonance of Capricorn. And a lot of times astrologers, or even like the most basic sort of astrological readings that you can do, skim over that, or they don't look deeply enough into what it's like and what it means to be born a Capricorn, or to have a Capricorn moon, to have, you know, Mars or Venus in Capricorn, Mercury in Capricorn, really any of the planets, but the closer to us on Earth, probably the more prominent the effect will be in your chart, in some ways. But yeah, I mean, a lot of, when I was a kid and always reading about my Capricorn sun sign, it was kind of disappointing. They basically said that we were all work and no play, that we were like hardcore business, we were really into money, we were really into expensive things, we were snobs, and that's completely incorrect. Completely incorrect. As one of the three earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, who we get along with very well, in addition to water signs, and also in addition to Aquarians and, in my own personal experience, Librans. And I think that's because all of those signs share an appreciation and understanding and deep connection with Tierra Madre Marina Amor, you know, the earth, water element of the body of our planet. And also that Capricorns are very driven to enjoy, not necessarily to acquire. You know, the acquisition of them could be a kick because we do love to work. I'm not going to lie about that. But as long as we're working in a field that we're passionate about, then congratulations to all of us. You know, if you're doing something that's drudgery, then why do it? But if you found your calling and you're working in a field that you love and you're successful at it and you're ascending in your field, then congratulations, good for you. Enjoy your abundance. Enjoy the abundance of, you know, joy and engagement, as well as the rewards that you reap for what you do. I will say that often Capricorns will express their love of the earth and their connection with the earth in the work that they do. And that could mean that they are writing or communicating or working in a field, or, you know, expressing or managing a group of people, even in a field, leading, teaching a group of people in a field that is somehow very, very connected with our planetary parent. So this could be, you know, in food. This could be in education regarding government and administration. So teaching managers or teaching administrators. But it could also be teaching other languages, because we feel a whole earth kind of, you know, resonance or understanding within us. So that kind of, you know, like great grand systems appeal to Capricorn, you know, like not just the whole mountain, but the whole mountain range, and not just the whole mountain range, but, you know, the whole continent of Asia, and not just the whole continent of Asia, but every continent on the planet, including those that have sunk long ago. So yeah, I'm talking a lot right now. I also have Mercury in Capricorn, and I believe Mercury is in Capricorn right now too. So I think right now we have the Sun in Capricorn, and with the new moon, we have the Moon in Capricorn. We have Venus retrograde in Capricorn, and I believe Mercury. I'm not sure about Mercury, but I feel like it is. So, cheers. I am enjoying some mulled wine in the mountains to celebrate my birthday season this year. And yeah, here's to you. So Capricorns have very good taste. We enjoy, you know, actually the essence of flavor more than... People think that Capricorns are snobs. Maybe we're snobs in the quality of life that we wish to enjoy, but it doesn't really have to do with labels or with cachet, like saying, you know, oh, I live in Cannes, and, you know, I only drink the Margaux 77. You know, that's not true. It is true that we love bubbles. It is true that we love wine. It is true that we love the most delicious cheese, the most delicious coffee, the softest cashmere, the most beautiful views, the most beautiful places on earth, the funniest, most down-to-earth people, the sexiest, most raunchy, hilarious people, and definitely Capricorns being ruled by Saturn. And, you know, our card in the tarot is the devil. So figure it out. I mean, if you want to be in touch with all frequencies, you have to be very open to exploring those frequencies. And Capricorn being an earth sign, we do it with our bodies, as well as, you know, our very astute minds. So, and our extrasensory perceptions that we get from, you know, from the houses that surround us and from Saturn's position in our solar system. So yeah, Capricorns are very sexy, very sensual people. But we can, it is true. I agree with this anyway. You guys comment below and tell me what you think. You Capricorns, please comment on any and all of this, because I'm talking about you, babies. Talking about you, you gorgeous goats, and you beautiful, sensual, watery, wet, moist mermaids, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I mean, Capricorns are very, in my experience, very intuitively creative in their sexual relationships. And maybe our love language might be physical affection, to say the least. One of our love languages. We definitely do also enjoy giving and receiving beautiful quality gifts, but we don't have to pay the most money for them. Okay? We pay when we think something is worth something. Worth is very important, value is very important. And the intrinsic value of, precious metals, of crystals and minerals is more important to a Capricorn. And we do love rocks, by the way. We do love rocks. But the intrinsic value and, their purpose, their essence as probably, I would say if it's gold, it's their essence as an element that is also very attractive to a Capricorn. Silver, the same, and then their uses as objects of power, as minerals. What are their uses for health? What are their uses for healing? Capricorns are definitely natural healers, and we tend to heal ourselves first. The planet Saturn and the house of Capricorn rule the skeletal system, particularly knees and teeth, but it can be the whole skeletal system and its alignment. And if there's any kind of misalignment in our lives, or we are not fulfilling our soul contract or our karmic contracts correctly, or we're going against our karmic contracts, I've found, and I've seen it in other Capricorns, that our teeth will be affected and our skeletal system will be affected with some kind of a, hip thing or knee thing. Because we all know that, the knee bone is connected to the thigh bone, and the thigh bone is connected to the hip bone. And actually, the human skeleton reflects the universe as a whole, and our interconnection can be felt. And it's very fascinating to look at the astrological and the metaphysical reality of, and how it corresponds to the human body. Whew. I believe the skull is also, the jaw and, this lower part of the skull is also ruled by Saturn and Capricorn. Okay, that's a lot of information. But yeah, maybe if you were born with the sun in Capricorn, you know that you like bling, you know that you like shiny things, you know that you like earthy things. You probably love animals and either have or are very open to caring for pets. As far as parenting goes, Capricorns are very, very patient with children. Capricorns generally are amazing teachers, but we're good. We don't only do it one way. We're good at intuiting what every student requires in their learning process. But Capricorn is a masculine sign in some ways because of being ruled by Saturn. Although here on Earth, Capricorn is a feminine sign. So that's how it goes, We have that correlation between gender in natural law above and below. And so for every single sign in the zodiac, actually. So when Capricorn is in balance, our masculine, the father, is balanced with our feminine, which would be the child. So it's very beautiful to look at these correlations and see how they reflect and resonate in your life. I hope that gave you some ideas as far as if you're the friend or lover of a Capricorn, or a family member of a Capricorn, of what you might like to get them for their birthday. Yeah, definitely labels are good, but secondhand is fine. Labels are good because sometimes labels have that, you know, that heightened quality to them, more than the cachet. Labels have the heightened quality, and natural substances and fabrics are preferred. So, you know, like a natural cashmere or wool, leather, silk. These are all made by the planet itself. So anything that is actually created and produced in the natural matrix is something that Capricorns have an affinity for and love. And we wear them well, my friend. We wear them well. We also like, you know, ancestral objects like a toque that was knit by your grandmother, or a book about ancient Egypt, or you know, something to remind you of an event or celebration gone past in your relationship with, you know, the giver of the gift or the receiver of the gift. So that those are the kind of things that Capricorns love to give and receive. Also, food. We love to have dinner made for us, and we like to even help make dinner or cook it. But it should be a very well lubricated occasion. And you know, that could be an all night thing. That could be. I'm just saying. So once again, happy birthday, my beautiful Capricorn friends. And you know who you are, and I know who you are, and I'm sure that there's a few more out there. So to celebrate your birthday and our new moon in Capricorn and this new tradition, new vibration, 22 vibration, this master number of this gorgeous master number, only the second one of this millennium. Let's do a little pick a card, okay? So the 3 objects I'm going to offer today, I'm going to do a super quick 1 card from each of my decks. I've got my Loteria Mexicana, which I love working with. And I've also got my beautiful newish tarot deck, the Night Sun Tarot. So that's kind of a Capricorn feel to it. So the 3 objects are going to be this beautiful piece of medicinal cactus with a purple flower, is reading 1. Reading 2 is the key to open the new door to 2022 and the first new moon of 2022 with this gorgeous little hand knit workhorse. And the 3rd object is my dad's harmonica. So there's my, you know, very beautiful energy of the father, and also, you know, this beautiful instrument which allows us to touch many different frequencies from the lowest to the highest and to make music out of our experience of those. So yeah, props to my pops. Okay guys, so let's start with pile number 1, the cactus and purple flower pile. And I'm going to shuffle these super quick, and then I'm going to give you kind of a dip into 22 with this new moon in Capricorn vibration. So if you're thinking about work, if you're thinking about how to move forward or how to manifest and bring into your flow of abundance on earth the things that you love most, which is a very Capricorn thing to do. Let's see, what are the influences, please? The highest, kindest guides, Janis Joplin, the planet Saturn, Venus or Quetzalcoatl, retrograde in Capricorn. What are the influences? Very interesting, guys, very interesting. We have the Fool right away. The Fool, which is 0 and 22 in the tarot. So that's fascinating. So yeah, it came out, I don't really want to say if it came out in reverse or upright because of the way the camera is. It came out facing you upright. So we can look at it like that. This is a beautiful depiction in the Night Sun Tarot. You can see even, the face of the Fool is covered, is mysterious. But the Fool does tend to like to go to the higher, start from the low and move into the higher altitudes. And it looks like you might be, embarking upon a new journey and not taking a lot of karmic baggage with you. And if you feel like you're not ready to do that, then I think the reversed position is resonating for you, which would mean that it's time to clear away the remnants of, to take out the trash and to, give some clothes to the Salian or your local thrift shop before you buy anything new from your local thrift shop. Also to let go of relationships and self-limiting beliefs, and, to maybe start looking at other places, new people, new experiences, and to really understand that you're highly guided by your cosmic intuition, by your connection with your highest self, and that you don't need to be able to see every step in front of you as long as you trust the resonance of your highest self. That's incredible that came out right away. Okay, let's see what the Loteria Mexicana, my Mexican ancestors, gods and goddesses, again, Quetzalcoatl. I don't know who Saturn is in the Mexica pantheon or the Maya pantheon. But planet Saturn, doorways, tradition, ancestral tradition. Okay, I feel this one. Oh, this is so beautiful. You have the rose. So I feel like, and actually I was just photographing some beautiful roses growing outside my door this morning. I might post that little video. So the rose is really appreciating your own beauty and really appreciating your own unfolding and the process of loving, engaging, and enjoying your own beauty. And this can be, physical. This can be, the way that you arrange perfume and enjoy your environment as a reflection of you, and really seeing the beauty around you as a reflection of you, of your soul, the unfolding of your life. This is divine feminine energy, and it's definitely Venusian energy. So it's actually kind of cool because with the Fool, as like beginning of 22 and this Venusian energy coming out supporting it, I do feel like this could kind of be saying that this Venus in Capricorn retrograde energy is giving you a little bit of extra time because it ends on Janice's birthday, actually, January the 19th. It's giving you a little extra time to go back and to really release any kind of self-limiting beliefs or perspectives that you have that could have been put in place by relationships, love relationships. You're in a relationship with yourself, most definitely, and also familial relationships or anything that shaped your feminine self or your feminine side. And it could be a time to really use beauty, connection with the feminine, the color pink even, with flowers, with your vagina and the pleasure of, your sexual self. And if you don't have a vagina, then, you can connect with your partner in that way, but really feel, in a tantric way, as a tantric traveler, really feel like your masculine sexual organ is also a reflection of the feminine sexual organ. And that's a beautiful, and flowers contain both masculine and feminine appendages or apparati. So it's the third energy, the fertilizing energy of, the honeyed divine buzz of the bee that makes the magic happen. So make some honey, enjoy some sweet stuff. Pile number 1. And it's cool because you chose the flower. This flower that was growing outside my door too. There's a beautiful yoni image. Absolutely gorgeous. Appreciating your own yoni, looking at it in the mirror, feeling it, smelling it, all those good things. Okay, so pile number 2. Thank you, pile number 1, and happy birthday, Capricorns. So pile number 2, which is the key to the doorway of your new life and the workhorse. Let's see what influences, and cheers to you, salute. What influences are guiding you into 2022, this Capricorn new moon? Could be your birthday, could be the Venus retrograde in Capricorn, the moon in Capricorn, Mercury in Capricorn. Okay, for pile number 2, workhorse keychain. What are this one? Okay, interesting. Speaking of work. 10 of Cups on the, is it 10? No, the 9 of Cups on the bottom. Yep, there's a new project being incubated in your creative, probably your sacral chakra, also your Vishuddha, your throat chakra. So you may be starting to talk about it or write about it to yourself, journal about it, more than think about it, but definitely has to do with work that is close to your heart, fulfillment, wish fulfillment. Could also even be, that you're thinking about your family, expanding your family, or taking on, a new member, which would be such a beautiful thing on this new moon, 22 vibration. So you also have the 8 of Pentacles, and as I was saying for group 1, you can be reading both aspects, the reversed and the upright. 8 of Pentacles is cool. It's this is a Virgo energy, Sun in Virgo, but it's still an Earth energy. And Pentacles is ruled by, the element of Earth. So this is a masculine and feminine counterpart. And the feminine counterpart, or the intuitive counterpart, is whispering something to the masculine counterpart's ear, into his ear. And you can see they're two halves of a whole. And the 8 of Pentacles is about, continuing with your work. But sometimes when you're at the 8 of Pentacles and you started at the Ace, you start to get a little tired, maybe a little jaded, and you're not sure if your work is getting the reception that it deserves, and you're not sure if you're on the right track. So it's time to check in again with your intuitive self, the feminine aspect of manifesting and materializing your work on the planet. And there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. For Earth energy and for Capricorn in particular, I like to go out in nature and really dig into, a chakra meditation from my each throne of my 7 chakras, plus the connection with Source. And I like to do that in a natural environment, and to go out and take the time and do that, which I did yesterday during the new moon, the opening of the new moon portal here in Capricorn, and it was absolutely beautiful. So reconnecting with, the feminine intuitive side, and making sure that all of your chakras are aligned as much as you can be, and acknowledging that you are the sovereign of the throne of every chakra in this physical presence that you've taken on Earth. So that's one way to do it. Some of us like to, indulge in a little wine, maybe a little plant medicine, and do that in nature too. Or reconnect with your crystals, or have a beautiful bath with salt and crystals and candles and incense and wine, and just relax and let, all of the limitations flow out of you and be absorbed into the salt and wash down the drain, and open up into new possibilities and a new way, a new perspective of you looking at your own work. And it can be career as a whole, or a particular project, or creative creation that you're manifesting. So that's beautiful for you. So yeah, I mean, for the workhorse and the key for you is connecting your inspiration or your muse self with your technician or your artisanal, your artisan self. And it's kind of cool because this horse has like a halter on with, you know, the two reins, and the rider is you. The rider is your spirit. So, you know, you can kind of stay balanced as you're riding your horse and, you know, taking this key to the doorway that is going to be unlocked for you in 2022. Congratulations and happy birthday if it's your birthday this solar and lunar cycle. Okay. Oh, wait. I didn't give you your Mexicana. I didn't give you your Loteria Mexicana. Let's do that. Loteria Mexicana for pile number 2, the workhorse. Let's go back. Ooh. La Campana, the bell. Yes, definitely. Okay, this is, for me, this is the connection between your sacral chakra and its expression. So it is about being an artist. And it could be about a few things. I mean, for me, it's kind of about sex. And maybe even allowing your sacral chakra and your Vishuddha chakra, your throat chakra, to be connected through sexual expression, using your voice during some fun, writing about sex, writing your own erotic story, reading an erotic story aloud to your lover or asking them to do that for you. Also, an idea that I came up with once, which I think is really fun, is instead of sending your lover, you know, an image of you, like a visual image of you, send them a sound recording of you pleasuring yourself. A little hint here and there, and like see if you can get the Capricorn, the legendary Capricorn lubrication flowing, or drop that hint to them that you enjoy listening to, you know, the erotic experience. So wow, whoo, 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 Capricornius. Okay, enjoy. Happy birthday, my friends. Okay, so let's move on to pile number 3 now. I'll move my beautiful virgin candle for 2022 for all of you that decided to re-virginize yourselves. Somebody was saying, wow, there's a lot of, you know, like there's more than one. There's Guadalupe and there's Jucalita. And she said, wow, there's more than one sacred virgin in Mexico. And I said, yeah, there's a lot of us. There's a lot of us. So pile number 3, here is your reading for 2022, New Moon in Capricorn. Gifted harmonica player. Neil Young, not me. Okay. Let's finish this up with pile number 3. Yeah, that's harmonica. It's definitely some interfrequency foreplay for you guys. Pile number 2 got really sexy. Maybe you're watching all 3. I hope so. Okay, so 2022 New Moon in Capricorn energy for pile number 3. You don't have to be a Capricorn. This is for everybody. I'm getting hot. Getting really warm from pile number 2's reading. Whew. Jucalita, help us. And the rooster's crowing at high 3 p.m. for anybody that was trying to have a nap. Jim Carrey's a Capricorn. What other famous people? Oh, Marlene Dietrich was a Capricorn. Sophia Loren, I believe. Muhammad Ali. Martin Luther King, I believe. Not positive on that one. My friends, Lady Z, Mama G, myself, also one of my beautiful Amigas Mexicana, who shares the same birthday as I do. You know who you are, my dear. Let's call you Lady D. Hope you're watching this, and I hope you're all well. I love you so much. I miss you. I hope to see you soon. Let's swim in the ocean, climb a mountain, and go and smoke some peyote or something. I didn't smoke it, I ate it. I don't know what's going on here. I feel like really giddy right now for pile number 3, and nothing's coming out. What's the influential energy? What is the resonance? What is the guidance? Please, ancestors, for pile number 3. I'm gonna ask for one more. That's the Tower. Ooh, the Tower. That's a big freaking orgasm. That's like you're about to rock. Yeah. Oh my God. And the Queen of Wands comes out of her own accord. Okay, so I feel like there's some BDE and some BPE. So there's a lot of fiery, passionate energy here. And I feel like you're coming into a new version of yourself sexually. And I feel that you're about to blow your own mind. You're going to discover some aspect of yourself that you might not have, explored before. You're going to discover some new sexual superpower. You're going to blow somebody's mind. You're going to blow somebody out of the water. A new partner, a relationship that you already have, yourself. It's going to be an orgasm that rocks the neighborhood, if not the country, if not the planet. Tierra Madre Marina, amor. Papasuelo, Mario, amor. But there's a lot of fire here. I feel heat. Like there could be some sauna action or in front of a fireplace. The Queen of Wands energy, you could be even practicing some sexual magic. You could be manifesting the partner of your motherfucking dreams right now. Pile number 3. I've only had like 3 sips of wine. I don't know what the issue is here, but did I tell you this is mulled wine? I made this wine actually. I bubbled it, I mulled it over with cinnamon stick, crushed allspice, and chunks of ginger, and then I mulled it over a flame, and it is absolutely decadently delicious. Oh, I also added a drizzle of honey and a date, which I'm going to eat, stuffed with chocolate when I finish drinking the wine. And that is definitely the beginning of my birthday celebration. So yeah, this is a lot of heat, a lot of mulling, a lot of fireside interaction, and you can see this tower is on fire, and people are literally killing themselves to, the la petite mort. They don't know if they're trying to get away, if they're trying to go towards it. It's blowing their minds, it's shaking their world, it's, like realigning their spines. It's doing all of that. And the Tower is about structures, and structures falling is also that Saturnine energy and that karmic energy. So I think this is also for you practitioners of the arts. I think this is also saying, these societal structures, these false patriarchal limitations that have been set in place that we don't buy, that we don't freaking believe, are about to start crumbling. And they're going to start crumbling through the fire of the feminine sexual power. Kundalini rising and knocking the crown off the false emperor. So, this is about your manifesting your enlightenment, your awakening, and the rising of the Kundalini through all of your chakras to the crown chakra. And, the blowing away, blowing apart and blowing away of anything that was not supposed to be there, that isn't from your highest soul self, unconditional love and infinite light of source. That's what the true crown is, the 1,000-petal lotus of the crown chakra. And this is about reclaiming and retaking that throne. That's really what the Tower is about. It's about clearing away the detritus of what does not serve you, and then reclaiming and taking the throne in each and every chakra, including your crown chakra. And when it blows your mind, it's going to blow the minds of the people around you, you know, your family, your boss, yourself, your kids, your community, your society. And as the Queen of Wands, this is the witchiest queen, you know, that of the 4 queens in a lot of ways. And she's definitely the Tantric queen. And the Empress is what follows, you know, the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is water of fire, or fire of water. So this is Venusian energy that I was talking about, you know, the combination of this flaming comet coming in contact with the oceans of our beautiful planet, creating the goddess Venus. Quetzalcoatl, dragon energy. Crazy, crazy. I know you guys all picked pile number 3. You might have watched the other ones, but I know you were thinking pile number 3. Let's see what the Loteria Mexicana. Oh. Who's coming out for you? Yeah, there was a friend of mine that was saying we've got to call in the warriors. We've got to call in the warriors, because where are the warriors? The men, the masculine warriors. And he was saying, you know, as practitioners of the arts, as witches, as wizards, as goddesses residing in this planetary parent of ours, we have to call the warriors. And I told him, we do that by calling up the warrior in ourselves. And, you know, through tantric practice, this is what we do, through engaging with our own very, very intrinsic, unbelievably, you know, atomic level power. We manifest the warrior within ourselves, and we call him in to us as a lover, as a partner. So whether you're already engaged with somebody and you are waiting for them to wake up, you know, this is when it's happening. And this new moon in Capricorn and this Venus retrograde in Capricorn, this Mercury in Capricorn, is time for us to start talking about it in our work and in our play, and start loving one another as the gods and goddesses we truly are. I love you so much. Happy birthday, Capricorns. Thank you for watching. Please comment, please like and subscribe. I love you a lot.